Hey guys, before we start this video, real quick, I just want to say a big shout out to everyone who got a chance to look at the translations again, and the official translations did come out. So just about Thomas, he is going to be coming out in November. He is going to be in the lobby next. November 7th was a date that was accidentally thrown out, so I removed it from all of my videos as well as the title. So just please note that he will be out in November as the next character. They are going to pre-release him a little quicker, but November 7th is no longer part of that. Now, let's go on to the actual video. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. It's your boy Payne, and we have some big updates coming out later tonight. That's right, we have a maintenance most likely happening around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is the usual time. So whenever the reset happens, maintenance goes down. We have the Sharp live stream, so come join me as we check out the brand new characters and join CM Prism and the gang to see what is going on that's going to be new. And once that maintenance is over, not sure how long the maintenance is going to be, at least not yet. Usually we figure that out a couple hours before. We will know whether we're going to be having it at midnight, so on Thursday, or afterwards. So technically, the update's tomorrow, but it's going to be pretty much happening a couple of hours, hopefully a couple hours after maintenance. So as usual, I'm going to be doing the full live stream on it. I'm going to take the day off, and we're going to be doing it right after maintenance is done. Normally I wait till 9 a.m., but we're going to be tackling it instantly. So the first thing on the docket is going to be doing hard mode Baran and getting ourselves in the top 1,000. So I know a lot of you guys are going to stay up to do the same thing because you want those skins. And I'm going to try to get you guys prepared for that. So I'm going to be doing it on the pay-to-win account first, and then I'm going to jump on my free-to-play account and try to get that done. And then we're going to do a full-on Isla summon, Isla review, Isla testing, and then whatever else content comes along the way. So what I want to do is kind of go over how to prepare, which weapons to use, who are the best support units to use, who are going to be the best hunters to use, and why, and give you guys some abilities to understand how to do this and hopefully get it done as well. Now, I'm not sure what the power scaling is going to be yet. I don't think anyone is aware currently because they haven't announced it. That we should probably find that out today with what I guess I would be probably CM Iron's notes. But let's talk about a little bit about at least the GINA section, and then talk about the blessings, the skills, the weapons, and then move over to hunters and see which teams you're going to use to make the best efforts to get this done. Now, most likely it's all whales will finish this very quickly, so the 1,000 spot is going to be it's pretty much going to be a race, right? Because unlike Vulcan hard mode, which was actually fairly difficult for a lot of players, the Baran they've already mentioned is going to be much easier than hard mode. So most whales, most dolphins should be able to get it done fairly easily. And again, right now the current power, yes, I can't do it right now. I think scales at 700. I'm going to take a wild assumption that the first stage is probably going to be about 800 to 750, 750 to 800, then maybe 850 to 900, then 950 to 1 million. So I'm assuming 1 million probably where it taps off. Again, could be wrong, my guess, but let's go over this. So Sun Jinu, what do you guys want to do for him, and how do you want to set it up? So first off, real quick, just so you guys are aware, the best, and I mean the absolute best two skills to use for this are going to be Magnifying Slashes and the Armor Break Vacuum Wave. If you have those two, you're cooking. Your best break in the game, best skill in the game, easily. So those are the two skills you want to use by far. Now, in terms of Blessing Stones, there's a couple good options. Obviously, I use Reawakening personally. I use my Dodge, Bloodlust, as well as the Elemental Weakness Detection, right? This is giving me more elemental damage. So those are probably going to be the most favored ones here. I just recently, actually as a matter of fact, got myself Boss Rush, so that'll be something I'll use because it's legendary. But outside of that, you could use those. Obviously, Pulverize is a very big one as well. So if you are looking to break a little quicker, you can take away your dash, for example, and add Pulverize to the list, and now you have a better break option and quicker break, as well as more damage during that break phase. So those are some of the best blessings out there. A couple of noticeable ones as well too. If you're going to be in the red, you need to do more crits, Sharp Perception, especially if you plan to use Westwind, right? The Advanced Dagger Technique is not a bad option as well too. Of course, the Double-Edged Sword, just be careful with this one because you do take more damage yourself because you buff the opponent as well as yourself. Boss Rush, obviously keep that in mind. The big thing here is your dash cooldown is increased by 20% on the legendary version. We also have Chains of Blood. If you are losing a lot of HP, this will give you more power, but of course you do also take more damage. Those are some of the DPS ones that you may want to use instead of the ones I just listed. And of course some survival ones will be available, but just remember, after the patch, we're going to get 2 free survival slots. So don't worry about that. You can put survival slots in place once you have them underneath here. Okay, so that's what I would recommend there. Now, in terms of weapons, fairly straightforward, right? The best weapon to use right now against this boss is going to be the Demon King daggers. I don't have one on my free-to-play. Oh, no, never mind. I do have one on my free-to-play. There it is. I haven't leveled it up yet. But this here is going to be your best overall weapon at A5. If you don't have this and you need another wind weapon, the Demon King longsword, obviously at A5, is also a very, very good option. And then, of course, the old best wind weapon, no longer the best wind weapon, it's going to be Westwind, also a very, very potent, powerful weapon, still one of the best weapons in the game, so can be used as wind. Now, in terms of dark weapons, the best two in my opinion are always going to be the A5 Moonshadow daggers and A5 Plum, but if you have Zeke's leveled up as well too, and you have a high level of that works really well, and not to mention the Scythe, also a very, very good choice. So those are going to be the best options for the boss. Overall though, the best combo is going to be the Plum Sword with the Demon King daggers at A5. If you have them, that will destroy the boss very, very quickly. And like I said, these 2 dark weapons together are the ones I use, and it gets the job done. In terms of stats, you want to at least, right now I'm at 30k, and I'm getting this done with relative ease. Like, there's a lot of time left. You're going to need to have a little bit more in terms of stats here. So I think in regards to attack, you probably want to be closer to like 34, 35k. Damage increase is fine at 24. 50% crit obviously is going to be a necessity, especially if you plan to use some of the crit moves or crit skills. And then the crit hit damage, you know, going around like 190 up to like 220-ish, whatever you can make in that regard is better. And that should be enough to beat the boss. The main issue you're going to really face with this is going to be being in the red combat power, so the red TP, and then getting yourself in a situation where your crit, your precision, everything is locked down and reduced by 30%. This is the set that I'm going to use, 4-piece Curse, 4-piece Expert, always works really well for longer fights, and that's always going to be probably the best set you're going to go with. And then in terms of cores, just in case you guys are in the core section, this is what I currently have: attack percentage, critical hit damage, attack flat attack works better now at level 90, but maybe level 95 attack percentage might be better. So currently using this one here, crit hit rate, additional defense, and then HP percentage and damage increase. So those are my current cores for SJW. So that's the SJW portion of it. Okay, now let's talk about hunters and teams. All right, the 3 teams that I've been using and getting this done, and you maybe want to do the same, is simply this. I've been using Gunhee as my main breaker, Cha, and then replacing between Mireille and Charlotte. And those are, so A3 Charlotte and then my A5 Mireille. Those are the units that I've been able to use to get the job done. But on the pay to win account, there's a couple different ways to do this. Obviously, you can do a full win team, and especially if you have an A5 Mireille or even an A4 Mireille, she does benefit obviously from more wind units. You guys can see here, whereas her skills, her passive, her A4 passive, the more wind units on the team, the more wind damage she does, stacking up to 3 times. So usually Mireille, Wu, and Hansi Mi, and that's a perfect combination because you have an amazing breaker, you have the MP provider plus the increase in wind damage and attack, and then she benefits and she provides MP back, and that's a big deal for Kaiselian fight, right? So that's where Mireille shines. So that 3 right there, very, very good combo, super easy to beat the boss. Now the next combo is going to be the dark combo, which is Harper, Charlotte, and Libora. But now Libora can be replaced with, if you plan to, use Isla. Isla Wright will be the newest replacement, so it's going to be Isla Wright, Charlotte, and Harper. So if you plan to use full dark team, very, very powerful. Can still get the job done. Not to mention, we have to also put in mind that SM Beck is actually a pretty good replacement for Charlotte if you don't have the kids. And if you have him at A5, he actually can do quite a bit of damage and bring a lot of power to you. So that's a great team as well. And then another team that a lot of people have been using is the full light team. So that's Cha, Gunhee, and Min. I'm not sure how much that's going to work on hard mode. Normal mode, no problem. A lot of people can get it done with that team, but hard mode might be a different story. So those are the best combinations of teams. Again, you can mix and match dark and wind as much as you need, right? If you want to bring the full elemental team to it. But they usually synergize really well with their own elements. So it's hard to kind of mix the two of them and expect the same results. So I would be very cautious of doing that if you plan to do a different team. All right. So those are going to be the main teams and hunters to bring to this fight. So if you are planning to do hard mode tonight, guys, or I should say tomorrow night or tomorrow morning, make sure that you have the right team setup, the proper weapon setup, and the right blessings and skills for Jinu. All right, guys, it's Payne. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on hard mode live tonight at 9 well, sorry, I guess at 8:45 Eastern Standard Time, I'll be doing the full live stream for the CM Prism Sharp Global event. So we learn all about Isla, and then right after when the maintenance is done, guys, we're going straight into the full hard mode, and then full testing for Isla right when she does come out, as well as every other content that is out for Halloween, etc. Right? All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next video.